how's that kind of road to get back to being one of the top receivers on this team?
I've just been grinding hard all summer. We worked really hard. We did whatever we needed to do in order for us to be great as a whole and as a unit. And this team I named, I know there's a bunch of guys within the rotation as well that are going to do crazy things and are going to be great this year. So it means a lot, but in the same sense, we still have a mission to accomplish.
I remember when you were being recruited, people were saying that you were a good route runner. And yesterday, Coach Narduzzi said your route running is better than it's ever been. How have you been able to improve on your route running in the time you've been here at Pitt?
By being a thief.
A thief?
Yeah. You look at what other receivers are doing, you know what I mean, and you take what they're doing and then you try to make it your own. You know what I mean? That's just the easiest way to put it. I mean, there's guys on the team who run just as good as routes as I do. And just watching Jiggy, DBJ, and then guys off the field. I still watch Antonio Brown. I still watch Juju. I watch a bunch of receivers and how they run routes and how they get open. And I just try to make it into my own type of style, and I feel like I've done that this year.
What kind of things are incorporated in your style?
Eyes. It's a lot of eyes. You got to pay attention to how the DB is moving and what ways do you need to put him in the worst situation possible. So I've just been really focusing on that and how my eyes allow me to move in and out of my routes. So that's what I've been focusing on.
Looking at that Virginia secondary, obviously they have a pretty good corner who's expected to do a lot of great things. I mean, what do you see from him and their whole secondary overall?
Their secondary is a good secondary, and Bryce Hall is a great athlete, so we're just going to have to attack him the best we possibly can and do whatever it takes in order for us to win. But they got some amazing athletes over there, so we're just looking to come out and compete to our best of our ability.
Across the ball on your team, the guys who you've gone up against in scrimmages and camp, who's kind of stood out to you in the Pitt secondary this year?
Oh, man, we got a big group of guys. We got DeMar Hamlin, Jason Pinnock, Dane Jackson, Damari Mathis. All of them some type of way have been different this year. And there's more guys that I didn't name, but especially Paris Ford as well. They're different this year compared to they've ever been in any other year. They're more focused, they're more in tune, and they're a lot older and a lot smarter. So it forces all the receivers in our room to play to the best of our game, especially during camp. We had to come out here every single day ready to compete. So I feel like those guys especially have done things that I haven't seen them do yet, and I feel like we're going to have a really good team this year.
How is that the case specifically with Dane?
Dane is definitely just a different breed of human. And there's a thing in football, they said that you got it, and he has it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Dane is a competitor, and we like to think of him as a lion to our team. You know what I mean? And he's a captain for a reason, and how he competes is different from everybody else.
What's been the result of all that grinding you've been doing this year, and how are you different today than the guy that was at Apollo Ridge, 5 years ago, whatever it was?
Just mentally, my competitiveness has ultimately just gotten better. You know what I mean? Just become more competitive, and not only competing at a high level, I've also just become a lot smarter how I read defenses, how I learn defenses. So I feel like the difference between me as a senior in high school and me now as a senior in college is the fact that it's the way I compete. It's the way I'm able to manipulate my route running. It's the way I'm able to read the defense. So if you had to ask me what's different between those two guys, it's definitely my mindset and my knowledge towards the game.
Do you have want more knowledge of how?
A lot more knowledge towards the game, a lot more knowledge. Coach Beatty does a really good job of us teaching us football. He always says this quote, he said, you're going to learn football, and he's done a great job teaching football. So,
what's it like when you turn the cornerback inside out?
It's the funniest thing ever. And you don't want to be cocky about it, but it's one of the things that you feel like, oh yeah, I got him. You know what I mean? It makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you work, and it makes you want to consistently find that. It makes you want to consistently find ways to get back to that point. So,
with your background and what's going on here for you at Pitt, is it ratcheted up the urgency for you this year?
Honestly, I'm just trying to take in every single moment that I'm here. It's my 5th year, and camp just ended, and I just realized it was my last camp. You know what I mean? And every single moment you have to cherish. Now that I'm a 5th year senior, there is no 6th year. There is no next year, maybe. You know what I mean? So everything I can, I'm just trying to take in every single moment, from every practice to every meeting to every note that I take. So that's my biggest thing right now.
Do you realize maybe this could be the last time you play football?
Yeah, it's a lot scary. It's one of those things that I thought about ultimately a lot. But also, I just try not to think about it too much and just let it be in God's hands. You know what I mean? I got full faith in God and whatever He wants to do with me. So that's my ultimate thing, is just to let God take control, and I'm going to follow His plan.
You talked about how much work you put into your route running. Do you have a favorite route?
Favorite route? That's like giving away my candy. You know what I mean? I can't tell you all the good stuff. Sure. They're going to be looking for it.
Sure.
No, I'm playing. My favorite route, honestly, there's so many different routes, man. I say that my favorite route, honestly, has been our post and how we run the post this year compared to other years. I'm going to leave it at that. I ain't going to give away too much.